This is Dennis Trammell, everybody, and today we're moving into a real particular area that can help you the most with motivation. And we have with us today our sports psychologist, Ms. Cheryl Hart, and we want to talk about what is the real difference between sports psychology and exercise psychology, if there's any, and how it can help you the most. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Dennis.
Glad to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Good, good, good. How's it been going?
Great, fantastic.
All
It's
right.
busy, but that's good.
All right. Heard you had a chance to throw out the first baseball at the U of L game,
I
right?
did.
Cool,
Took
cool.
some practice. I put it in there.
Well, that's what we want to ask you about, practice. Okay, at Kentucky Animal Fitness Group, we have many people. They have to practice on their own, and they have told me they have problems with motivation, self-motivation. With that being said, you know, we use sports and exercise psychology. So could you tell us what is the difference between that and how a person can understand it and use it?
Well, motivation, whether it's for sport or exercise, really are the same.
Okay.
And I really believe that visualization is the biggest part of that, is if you can imagine the end, what it is that you want.
Okay.
The why is what's so important. So the why am I doing this? If you don't have a big answer to that, you won't keep putting out the work.
Okay. Oh, so in other words, a meaningful purpose they need to have to keep them moving.
Yes.
And goals?
Goals are
What
huge.
about goals?
Long-term goals, short-term, intermediate.
Mhm.
And inch by inch is how you get there. Sometimes it seems so daunting, this dream that you have.
Right.
But if we break it down into manageable increments, and every day there's something you can do that gets you just a little bit closer to this big thing that you want to do.
Okay. Now, that brings me to one of the issues we had yesterday. One of our major clients, this is a guy, he said he needed to lose 75 pounds in 2 months. Would you say that's realistic, and how would we approach an individual like that?
No, I believe anything's possible, but that would not be realistic.
That's what I thought.
So we have the SMART system, which I know you're familiar with, and it needs to be very specific and measurable and action-oriented. We know there's things we can do. The next two things of this SMART system is
Yes.
realistic and timely.
Realistic.
We know that eventually you lose 75 pounds, so that might be a very long-term goal.
Right.
But let's set an intermediate goal and then a short-term goal and keep moving from there. Because that's when people get discouraged if you set a goal that's just not realistic.
Right, right. Okay, that's good. Now, moving on, the psychology of women versus men is something that we really love to work with. Now, many of our women have never played sports like a lot of guys have.
Yeah.
And, well, at least the ones my age. Okay. They come to me and they say, well, Dennis, I don't really want to go outside. I don't want to run and jog and all that, but I need to lose 25 pounds, okay? So, with that being said, without having, any sports background, simple things like what is a push-up, how to do a proper push-up, what would you recommend?
To
For
motivate
women to be motivated that have never been involved in any sports at all.
Well, the psychology of that, the very first thing I think that's most important is when they say, I want to lose weight, which that's easy. Women think their body image foremost. And that's just not enough. That's not enough to keep them motivated. So we need to find out why do they want to lose weight. What are they going to get out of it? So how is their life going to change if they lose weight? And you'd be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't be surprised, how few people actually think about that. And so with some people, you have to help them. Well, what might you do? And they go, well, I have some friends that are going to go do Bike Vermont in the autumn. That'd be so cool, but I couldn't do that because whatever. And so then you start to have them really imagine, and then they get fired up. Now they have a reason that they're going to try to do whatever. So it might be then they are on the spin bike, or they do something that will help them specifically to accomplish that goal that they have, down the road.
Right, that's the SMART
Yeah.
system that you're talking about. Okay, all right. One more question, okay, but we can go on and on. This is related to the young people, the children. We have parents come in, and many times it's the dad. He thinks he's got the next Tiger Woods, or the next LeBron James or Larry Bird.
Yes.
So the dad has all these high expectations, but the young person really wants to just have fun. So what would you actually say to us? What would you actually say to that type of situation?
To the
How would you
parent or to
speak
the child?
To either or.
Yeah, I deal with a
From
lot
the
of clients,
psychologist
and it's
standpoint.
when you get to the heart of the matter, it's the
Yes.
parents.
Right.
Children, it's just statistics prove, both
Okay.
girls and boys,
Yes.
young children,
Right.
they want to, the only reason they participate in a sport is to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so oftentimes the parents ruin that, you know?
Yes.
So in terms of the parents, they need to, there's usually a code of conduct
Mhm.
to know, you know, you're not the coach, let your kid have fun.
Right.
Even with adults, you
Mhm.
perform best
Right.
when you almost are like childlike again.
Right.
You just
Right.
remember why you came to the sport and you have fun.
Right.
And so to allow a child to relax and have fun
Mhm.
is everything. The second
Mhm.
they start, whether it's a child or an adult, to
Mhm.
worry about the outcome and
Mhm.
how they're going to be judged and evaluated, whether it's the coach, the parent, or whatever,
Right.
that's when they start choking.
Okay. All right, now, in wrapping up, tell us a little bit today about what you're doing, what's important, and I know you have a retreat, and it's just for women only, so tell us a little
Well,
bit
my
about
business,
that.
Second Wind Motivation,
Mhm.
I have I'm really excited, 3 upcoming retreats just for women. They're up on this beautiful place on Lake Michigan, a
Okay.
beautiful 100-year-old manor,
Mhm.
gourmet chef.
Oh.
And so I'm gonna do mental training specifically for runners and triathletes, one July
Okay.
29th and the
Mhm.
other one August the 6th.
Mhm.
And they're like 4 days, 3 nights.
Mhm.
And then the one in September will be just for women again, but journaling and introspection.
Okay, give us those dates again.
July the 29th,
July 29th.
August the 6th,
August
and
6th.
September the 6th.
So, I know it's a small group. but
12, limited to 12.
Limited to 12. Do you have the whole 12 yet?
No, I just now started working it, just last week.
Wonderful,
So they would go to www.second, that's a 2ndwindmotivation.com.
Okay, the numerical 2.
Yeah, the numerical 2.
All right.
secondwindmotivation.com.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
good seeing
You
again. All right. Thank you, everybody. And we'll be back with you again in the very near future with Kentuckiana Fitness Group with other special guests you had today. Bye.